but he was stuck at that weight and could not start to drop weight because he was doing this. What's up everybody, it's RJ with Twin Halos, and if you are stuck trying to lose weight and you just hit this plateau and you can't go any further, then I'm gonna show you why you're not losing the weight and how you can start losing that extra weight. But he was stuck at that weight and could not start to drop weight because he was doing this. Too much high intensity interval training. He was doing this for about a year and a half. The next thing that was contributing to his weight plateau was high stress. Now when I say stress, that means both at home and at work. So not just because you feel stressed out, but it's at both areas. They're gonna be different. You're gonna have relationship stress here at home. You're gonna have work relationship stress there at work, whether that's your boss, coworkers, whatever it may be. You're gonna have stress from both angles, from when you leave home, at work, and then coming back. So high stress is going to equal high cortisol levels. Now the reason that this is all important is because this is a stress on the body, high intensity interval training. High stress at work and at home. This is going to increase cortisol levels. Guess what that's going to lead to? It's going to lead to weight gain. You're not going to be able to lose any weight because the body is too stressed. So in order for you to start dropping this last, let's say for example, last 40 pounds, you're going to have to start to reduce that stress. So here's some things that I want you to start to think about. High intensity interval training is getting your heart rate through the roof, right? So anybody can write a workout program that's just gonna get you tired. That's not what this person needs at all. He needs to start to de-stress, bring that stress level down to bring the cortisol levels down. The reason why he's stuck here is because his body needs to get healthy in order to lose the weight. So I'm gonna show you how to start getting healthy so you can start losing this weight if you're stuck like somebody like this. So in order for this client to start dropping the weight, you've got to not do these things. You can't do high intensity interval training for 5 days a week. It's too much stress on the body. You've got to start reducing your stress at work and at home. You've got to have better sleep because right now this client currently has an increase in poor sleep and then also an increase in poor diet. So all of these things are going to have to change, but let's do it slow. So the first thing to do is high intensity interval training, that's gone. We're gonna work out 3 times a week. So the workouts that we want to focus on, because this guy still wants to get strong for motocross specifically, so we're gonna strength train 2 to 3 times. That's it, no more. Maybe just 2 because I don't want any major stress going into his body as long as we can start to clear some of this stuff out. So his strength training is gonna vary 2 to 3 times. Then we're gonna stretch. The reason being is because there's low back issues, there's hip, knee, and ankle mobility issues that's going on. So we're not gonna be able to strength train in a traditional way, but we're going to strengthen and lengthen some of those muscles to alleviate some of that joint pain, which is also causing him higher stress. And with that, that's gonna increase cortisol. I don't have it written up here, but that's gonna increase cortisol and that's gonna keep the weight on. So if we slow the body down, start to get healthy, take some of these workouts out, that's gonna get the body better rest so you can start to heal the body and then drop the weight. The next thing to change is going to be the diet. This is all going to depend on how adhered or how well the client can adhere to a diet. This doesn't mean that you're gonna go on this crash course type of diet. We're gonna slowly start to introduce this. Instead of starting to take away anything in the diet, we're just going to introduce vegetables. That's it. The reason for that is because as we introduce more vegetables into the diet, that's gonna start to take away some of the other food because the more that you add into your current diet of just pure vegetables, you're not gonna want all the other crap that you typically have throughout the day. So by just adding vegetables alone, that's going to eliminate some of the other junk food that's going on in the diet regularly before you started training with me. And lastly, the thing that we're going to focus on is going to be sleep. So once we combine all of this, we get the diet start to get dialed in. We're gonna increase better sleep, and then we're gonna target just strength training and also start to alleviate his pain. So we're gonna start stretching. This is the protocol laid out for this one client. This is the purpose behind my coaching, because I can't just have you download a PDF and then go do your own thing. Because some of the stuff that I train is also high intensity, but this person That's the last thing that he needs right now. So I've got to customize it to this person and not cookie cutter it, because then this is going to just put him in this area here and he's not going to see the results sooner. If nothing here changes, you're doing the same thing over and over and over and you're expecting a different result, that's the definition of insanity, which I have done trying to put on some muscle. But if we start to change some of these things where it's not overwhelming, so that we can start to decrease the stress, we can start to increase better sleep, this is going to be the way that we're going to start to get the body healthy, so that then we can start to lose the weight. Then we can become a more functional human. And then on top of that, after we get past all of that, that's when we start training for endurance, for motocross. That's when we are ready for high intensity interval training. So guys, if you're looking for a program that's gonna be tailored to you, then I want you to join my group coaching program. The only way to do that is through an application only, because I only work with those motivated people that are ready to start making some changes, like this guy. So the way to do that is down below this video in the description box, there's a link to my application page. All you have to do is click that link. It's gonna take you to the application and show you how my program is laid out. If you feel you want to join my program, I want you to submit an application. After that, we'll get on the phone and then I'll go over my program one more time to make sure that it's actually gonna be something that you feel you've got the time and the resources available to join my program. So guys, I hope you found this helpful. You got to start changing something in order for you to start seeing a change, because you might have hit this plateau, all right? So I want you guys to apply to my coaching program down below in the description if you feel you want a coach to start picking apart some of the things that you're doing and then coach you through the things that you need to start doing. That way, in the end, you won't have to hire a coach.